Thank you so much. Hello there, folks. Good morning, good morning. My name is TinyTim78. I am here for the third time this week. You'll be sick fed up at the sight of me. And I'm going to be doing Slightly Magic from 1992 on the ZX Spectrum. It may even be later than that. It is a fantastic little game. Basic little platform game, very much in a Dizzy style. If you've seen one of my runs before, you probably know what you're in for here. So I'm going to just get started, and we're going to go straight into this. Time starts when I go past this next screen. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so Slightly Magic for the ZX Spectrum. This is a fantastic little game. I really, really, really love this game. It is another one that I played when I was much younger, and I actually struggled to finish this one when I was younger. Again, I wouldn't say it's a particularly difficult game, but it's very much in the Dizzy mode. So you're playing Slightly the Wizard's Apprentice here, who has managed to get himself into a bit of bother while his master is away, and unfortunately the princess has been kidnapped by a sunburned dragon. So you need to go and find the suntan lotion for the dragon, so he'll give you the princess back. So that's your typical sort of plot here. And I got spiked right at the beginning there, which is really not good, but never mind, that's fine, we can live with it. Right, okay, so let's just try this again. So what we're going to do here is we are going to basically, the objective of this game is you have to complete and have to pick up lots of objects and lots of typical Dizzy fashion really here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be collecting various things. So I've picked up the magnet there. We're going to pick up this blue bucket and we're going to use it to put this dragon out, as you do. So the poor dragon, there we go, look. Oh, come on, dragon. Oh, dear, being a bit recalcitrant there. There we go, back bucket of water. Put him out. There we go. We're going to pick up the green bucket of water. There's 3 dragons and 3 buckets of water, and you need to use the right bucket on the right dragon. Otherwise, it doesn't work, because they don't appreciate the wrong bucket, you see. So there we go. We're going to use this on Snort here. We're going to give him the bucket, put him out, and he's also got a bit of a sneeze, and he's lit the fire there, so we're going to be careful not to stand in that. Right, we're going to pick up the flea collar. Now, the objective of this game is you have to get through by casting magic spells. Now, at the moment, we can't cast magic spells because we're only an apprentice. So what we need is we need a magic wand and a magic spellbook. In addition to that, we need 2 things. We need a spell and an ingredient. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use that magnet to pull that pin up. I'll need that in a minute. And then that blue thing there is a spell. But it won't work until I have the ingredient and until I can actually cast spells. So we will get to that later. So we're going to rumble along here for just now. The movement in this game is actually quite tricky. It's a little bit more tricky than Dizzy, for example. So it's a bit of a challenge sometimes. We're going to get down here, and we're going to drop the flea collar. We will need that later. And I'm going to try not to mess any of these jumps up. Right, there's the spellbook. So we've got part of the wand. You can see the wand underneath the dragon there. We're going to go and get that just now as well. Okay, so what we have to do now is we're going to wumble all the way down here. And we're going to avoid that ghost. We're going to jump over here. We're going to grab that skull. That skull is a component for a spell that we're going to need shortly. So we'll get to that. We're going to go past this chap here. We fed him the rocks earlier on to allow us to get past here. Try that again. There we go. Now that bubble we can't get past until we pop it with a pin. So there we go. We pop that bubble there. And we are going to move up this way. And we're going to grab the wand. And now we have magic. And you'll see it at the bottom there. That actually acts like a life bar. If that runs out, we lose a life. So that's not ideal. So we want to avoid that possibility if we can. And I'm just going to take it careful here because these spikes are a bit nasty and I've already lost a life. So I'm just going to be... This is one of these games, by the way, in true Spectrum fashion, that if you do lose all your lives, it's going to be game over. I do not want that to happen, so I'm going to be careful. There we go. Pick up the megaphone. Right. So we've now got our full spellcasting mojo. So we are going to be using that very shortly. But we have to pick up the spells and the ingredients. Now, this game only has a 2-item inventory limit, which makes it actually really annoying because you've got to do a lot of backtracking, especially later on. And what I want to do here is I want to pick up the spell. Now, I'm actually carrying 2 items, but when I pick up a spell and I already have its ingredient, or vice versa, it will combine them into 1 item. So I can actually pick that up now. And I now have an operating or a working fright spell, which I'm about to use, my first magic spell. There we go, we're activating the fright spell. And I've spooked the spooks, and they're gone. Now that's a hearing spell, I'm going to pick that up. We're going to need that very shortly. We're going to go back down here now and grab the flea collar. We're now a couple of little difficult jumps here. Just make sure I don't mess these up. Right, there we go. Now these chaps here are a bit deaf, so we need to use the hearing spell on them. And there we go. They heard that. Right, there we go. Excellent. Let's move on. Go past that ghost. As you can see, I'm taking damage now on my magic meter. Right. Get little jumps here. The jumps in this game are actually, as I said, quite challenging. We're going to bobble along here. Now, those stars are very important because they refill my magic meter. And if I get 20 stars, you'll see them on the bottom right there. That gives me an extra life, which is something I'm definitely looking to get. Since I lost one early. Right, there we go. Right, this is the first part of the game finished. We're going to use the flea spell to jump on that big brain. He's going to throw us across the moat. There we go. So we are moated. And we're going to go across here and get this. Now, ended up clipping back through there. There we go. Grab that star. I don't technically need that one, but I'm getting these stars now for safety purposes. I'm just going to go fully safe and grab the stars. So I've picked up the watering can. I'm also going to pick up the fish spell. And while we're doing that, Aura, would you like to go ahead with that donation? Wow.
I would absolutely love to. We've received a massive, a fantastic, amazing €50 donation by Blastermark.
Thank you so much. Wow.
With the following message. Such a blast to see Tim in his element running these amazing games and fantastically commentate over them. This entire week has been such a journey, so much to do, and I've had a great time in what is my first full annual. The event is not over yet, and we've still got a lot to look forward to, so let's enjoy it all. Thank you so much for this heartfelt message, Blastermark.
Thank you so much for that amazing donation, Blastermark. And can I just give them a bit of a shout out as well? They will be around later on demonstrating the powers of Taskbot. So please be sure to tune in and have a look at that later on. Thank you so much, Blastermark. Really, really appreciate it. Right, we're using our scissors to snip that cat's yo-yo there. We're going to pick up the goldfish bowl, which gives us the ingredient for the fish spell. I do need to go back and get the watering can again, though. When I get the watering can, say hello to Flowey from Undertale very quickly when you come down here. There's Flowey. Hello, Flowey. Right, okay, and we're going to pick up that, and then we're going to go, and we're going to... Now, this next section's tricky. This is probably the hardest part of the game, really, because what we've got to do, this is the end of the second section, and I'm going to just stand on here, use the watering can, and then use the fish spell. Now, I don't like the fish. The fish is a pain. There we go. That was actually a pretty good fish. I'll live with that. Right, okay, we'll go down here. I do love the fish sprite, by the way. And you can probably maybe tell, but the music's gone all gurgly because we're underwater, which I think is rather cute, and it's very clever. This is a very, very cutesy game. It's a fun little game. I like this game a lot. Right, I'm just going to go and grab that star. I probably don't need it, but I'm just going to get them anyway. I'm just going to go nice and safe here, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not really worried about the time too much. I've got plenty of time on my estimate on this game, so I'm yeah. I'd rather have a nice leisurely swim through here. Right, okay, here we go. There's another star. As you can see, these stars are actually picking up my my health as well, which is good. Right, there we go. We're going to go and give the jellyfish the jelly, as you do. He's going to get out the way. I'm actually going to go and get this star here. I don't really need it, but I'm going to get it anyway. And then we're going to go down here. Now, normally you do lose a life in this section. And I'm wondering if I've been lucky enough with all the stars here that I might get away without losing a life here, which would be really, really good. And I don't think I've actually done it before. So if I get close, it would be very, very nice if I can get out of this section without losing a life. I don't know whether that's possible, but we will find out. I've never really done it before. The problem is that you have a lot of issues with the fish. Because the fish, when you transform into the fish at the top, obviously a fish out of water is not good. And it suffocates. And you lose lots of magic. So that's really, really not good. And that's why normally you lose a life here. But actually, I think I might have got away with it. I got away with it. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I haven't got away with it. Because I have completely forgotten the spell. That would have worked. I would have done that, but I forgot to get the I forgot to get the spell. So let's see. I'm going to lose a life now. That's fine. That's not a bother, because I forgot to get the spell. If I'd got the spell, I would have managed it. There goes the life. That's fine. It's a mess up, but never mind, I don't mind. Right, okay, there we go. The good thing is, though, I'm only one star off getting another life. So, as long as I don't make any more major screw-ups, we'll be fine. Right, we'll just have a little swim through here. I do love the graphics in this game, though. It's a lovely, colourful little game. It's fantastic. Right, this is the third section. We're nearly finished this section now. We're on to the final section of the game now after this. We're going to use the explosive spell now, because I finally got the ingredient. There we go. We're going to get there. We're going to drop the fish spell. We don't want to use it. Get rid of the fish spell. We're going to pick up the invisibility spell to move it over a little bit. We're going to pick up that star. There's my extra life. Happy with that. Drop the invisibility and grab this dead rodent. Right, okay. Lovely dead rodent. We're going to grab that. We're going to run over here. We'll get ghosted a bit. Grab that candle. Okay. Now then, what we're going to do here is we are going to see these cool spooky trees. And we're going to go in here and we're going to use this candle to frighten away the elves, as you do. And then we're going to run over here and grab the feather. That feather is going to be important shortly. We're then going to leg it back this way. In fact, no, hang on. I'm going the wrong way. Come on, Tim. Get the right way. Oh, stuck in the tree. Nice. There we go. Right. Let's just... no, I can't move that anymore. Leave it where it is. Right. There we go. I'm just going to go get that star as well, because I can. Not really too worried about my time. Right. Oh, I can't reach it. Never mind. Right, okay, so, hello, Witchy Poos. We'll get to you later. Right, okay, we're now going to drop the rodent. Drop the rodent. There we go. We can now use the flight spell. So we're going to use the flight spell, which turns us into budgie mode. There we go. And budgie mode, we're going to go over here and get this. And while we're doing this, if you'd like to go ahead, please, Aura.
I would certainly love to. We've received a bunch of donations now. The first being a €30 donation from Anonymous, which goes to the GTA language, GTA San Andreas language choice, which will be Japanese. Slightly magic? No. It's all magic whenever during a Tim run. Thank you so much for your heartfelt message. And we've received a second donation. A €10 donation by our Huts601 saying, I see Tim, I donate, simple heart emoji.
Thank you both so much. Huds, thank you, my friend. A very good friend of mine, an amazing person, amazing speedrunner. Thank you, Huds. I really appreciate that a lot, my friend. Right, okay. We're now going to do the infamous cat jump here, which is actually quite tricky, because you've got to get in there and drop that mouse before you get eaten. And somehow the mouse makes the cats lose their tail. Not quite sure how that happens, but never mind. We're going to grab the vanishing cream, which we're going to need for the next section. We are actually heading towards the end here now. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Thank you so much again, BSG. It's always a pleasure, always an honour and a privilege to be here. I really do enjoy. And I've just gone past where I wanted to go. Never mind. Right, okay, come on, Tim. Been a bit sloppy today, but that's fine. It's no bother. We're doing okay. Right, so that's the invisibility spell. We're now on to the next section. We're going to use the invisibility spell to turn us invisible, which, as you do, and then we're going to jump over here, and we're going to go and use the flight spell, and we're going to run up, and we're going to grab that star, and we're going to grab that spoon. Oh, come on, Witchy Poos. There you go. Grab it from out underneath Witchy Poos' nose. And then we're going to go, well, I'm just going to go and get this star because I can. And now we're just going to go budgie mode over here. I think it's actually faster. But the thing with it is that it uses the magic. Look, you'll see it at the bottom. It's chewing up my magic. But I think it's actually faster to do this than actually swap back and forth between the flight mode. So we're going to grab that star there. And there's another one up here as well. And we have one more thing that we need, which is our cooking spell. We're going to take the cooking spell. We're going to go this way.
Panda spell!
Yes, it's the panda spell, yeah. Now, that's interesting because we kind of got warped there. That's interesting. That's never happened before. That's a new one. Right, okay, there we go. We'll still be okay. Come on, don't fly into the trees. Yeah, I'm running a bit low on life, but that's okay. I've still got a couple of lives going, so I don't mind too much. We can get by with this. Right, and then we can just run over here. I'm just going to use this cooking spell, and then we'll get that donation. Right, okay, so we're going to use the cooking spell. That gets Hansel and Gretel out of the way. And then we're going to use the flight spell again. I'm about to run out of magic, which is a bit of a pain. Let's see if we can get back over here. Would you like to go ahead with that donation, please, Orba?
Certainly. We've received a €10 donation by Pikaplu saying, a magical run from Tiny Tim, so have to donate. Thank you very much for your donations. We are now sitting at €5,500 that are going towards our charity Mind. Thank you so much for all your contributions thus far towards our charity and this event. And let me remind you that when we reach €7,000, then our test bot is going to run Super Mario Bros. 2. So you definitely want to donate to see that. Thank you very much. Now back to you, Tim.
Thank you so much indeed, Orba. Thank you for that amazing donation as well. Thank you again, everyone who donates for the charity for Mind. Thank you, everyone that donates. I've had so much fun here this week. It's been an amazing time, as always. I love doing these events. Thank you so much. It's been amazing hanging out with so many fantastic people. Really, really, really enjoyed it. So thank you so much. And yeah, we are coming up on time here. If I can do this bit right. We are definitely coming up on time, so be ready for time coming up. And here we go, and that is time. Thank you so much again. I really appreciated it. Amazing stuff. Please keep watching. Please keep donating. I am looking forward to the rest of the event. We've only got a few runs left. Please be sure to get your donations in. And thank you to BSG. If you've enjoyed anything you've seen from me this week, please feel free to follow me, www.twitch.tv/TinyTim78. I do all sorts of different things. I do quite a lot of this. I do casual stuff. I even do things like Magic the Gathering. I do all sorts of weird and wonderful things. So please feel free, if you've enjoyed, to give me a little follow. And thank you so much again, and cheerio for now.
Thank you so much, Tiny Tim. Thank you for this fantastic run of another ZX Spectrum run, Slightly Magic. We are going into a short intermission while we are setting up for Heinke and his Risk of Rain 2 run. And I would like also to announce that we have added another amazing 30 minutes onto Heinke's second run of the day, Ring Fit. So you will receive 1.5 hours of sporty Ring Fit goodness. So with that being said, we're going into a short intermission and then I'll see you right back.